I'm checking you.
Shalom, shalom. Give us 1 second. Double checking. Sound. Video. We good? We should be good, right?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
That's probably what this alert is. Okay, we got sound and everything?
Yep.
Yeah, dark one. Okay, come. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
Double honors into our apostles and our elders. Salutations to all our fellow laborers that are out there doing this work. You know, we send salutations to the scattered elect and those of the scattered elect that are among the heathen nations that look like the heathen nations, the Israelite foreigners, and to the Akwath that are listening and learning. To you, we say shalom, and we tell you to rejoice because it truly is a dark winter indeed. It's if you can't see that everything we've been warning about is all coming to a head like all of a sudden, and you got to start seeing these things within days. All right, within days. So you got something, brother?
This is 1 Peter 4:7. But the end of all things is at hand. Be therefore sober and watch unto prayer.
God, and we're watching up to prayer. We're being a watchman. All right, setting upon our watch, watching for the prophecies, for the things that are happening. All right, if somebody could read that Habakkuk and what you got something, Benji?
No.
Okay.
Habakkuk chapter 2. Because I was going to say, because even with that scripture you just said, talking about being sober, it reminded me of the scripture that how it says our people are drunken, but not with wine. They stagger, but not with strong drink. And so they're intoxicated with the ways of this world, the dainties of this world, the philosophies of this world, and even now the lies that's being propagated about what's really going on and all about these injectable fluids and devices that's going on, all these different mandates and all the geopolitically and geoeconomically and what they've been lying to us about. You can be drunken off that as well. And that's why the elder's saying now you have the watchman through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai that's exposing these lies and telling these truths and the agenda of the wicked, ultimately the agenda and will of the Most High God.
And you know whether they hear or forbear.
That's
As a
it.
matter of fact, Ariella, could you go ahead and grab that 1 Peter 4:17, and then we'll read that Habakkuk.
This is for Peter 4:17, and it says, "For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of Yahweh, and if it first begin at us, what shall be the end of them that obey not the gospel of Yahweh?"
Right. So Yahweh Shai is getting ready to jack up a lot of Israelites, and with that comes horrific destruction for the heathen, especially Esau. You have to understand, the Lord is getting ready to jack Israel up. All right, but it's going to be even worse for the heathen. So Jacob's trouble is not just our trouble; it just begins with us.
That's it.
All right, it's like that cop that just offed himself. I don't think he offed himself. I think somebody killed him when they're trying to make it look like a suicide person. That cop that they call the Hulk, those swole ass trooper that they found dead in his car, slumped. But on 43rd Street, who gonna pull over on 43rd, 43rd to kill themselves? I'm gonna go to the low end, to the grimiest part of the low end.
Right.
I'm gonna end it all right.
And on the expressway too.
Right, exactly. So that I got a feeling that there's a lot more to that story, but nevertheless.
Yeah, quick one.
Pops got one too. So.
Wisdom of Solomon 12:22. Therefore, whereas thou dost chasten us, thou scourgest our enemies 1,000 times more.
Man, so we getting packed up. Y'all gonna be getting stomped like the mine in the street, man.
Damn.
Which makes me think of that. How many of you brothers by show of hands? I know people out there can't see, but how many of you brothers by show of hands seen that Monsters of Men? Ooh, man.
Oh, the robots.
Brother. Okay. You need to have seen that movie yesterday. Motherfucking yesterday. It's on Amazon Prime. It's been out at least a couple weeks, but it's called Monsters of Men.
Oh,
and we remember, Monsters of Men.
Oh, say just monsters.
Monsters
Of
of
monsters
Men.
and men.
No, Monsters of Men. That's not it, brother.
It's an 80s song.
Right.
Oh, it is an 80s song.
Yeah, you struck out, brother.
I was trying to find
That's
it.
what I'm talking about. But because what it's going to show you, because everything that we're going to talk about in this video is going to lead up to that. That's the end result. All right. There's a scene in it where the nigga woman literally gets stomped out like the mire in the street. She's running away. She's running away from this thing, and it popped her and put her down. And everybody was watching it, and the lady was crying, said she's still alive, she's still alive. And this thing walked up on her, put his weapon away. All right, went through her bag, picked up her ID and put it up to his face, so that everybody could see and know who she was. And then it stood over her with that big ass robotic foot. And well, you ever stepped on a grape?
Yes.
Think about it. All right, Micah 7:10. So, but it's not just going to be for the nigga woman. It's going to be for you niggas, you
I think
spiggers,
I've seen this.
and then it's going to be even worse. Yeah, that you need to have seen that movie yesterday.
I've seen
Matter of
this
fact, it's a
long
fucking
time.
order. The next thing you watch has to be this, because it's going to really reveal to you Revelation 6 and 4. See, it's taking it in a whole Revelation 6 and 4. It's taking it in a whole nother direction, man, because it's going to show you how devious and how wicked, how heartless, and how violent and just sadistic the Edomites are. That they really have no regard for human life. And all these things that we're talking about is about to lead to that, because the military is compromised. So the same way they're replacing workers at McDonald's with robotics, guess what? They're getting ready to replace and by the way, for you audience out there that are listening and learning, when you watch it, don't when it gets to the credits, don't stop watching. Like watch it like a Marvel movie, because it's gonna show you things in the credits. All right, and that's how you know that when then you'll see what I'm saying is true, and this is where we're headed, man. And so we're going to need that divine intervention. We're gonna need Michael to stand up, because we will not survive what's about to happen without Yahweh Shem Shai. We will not survive.
That's that dark one.
And that dark winter. But Salakia, brother, that revelation, and then we get back on course about the Shabbat.
It's Revelation 6 and 4. And there went out another horse that was red.
Because I know I put this in orders and in info while I was away. I'm a little bothered by that, but go ahead, brother.
And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sent thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword.
There was given unto him a great sword, and I'm looking at one. All right. And then it's and secondly, these things are for Jake. Esau's going to try to survive the elect.
That's that redacted. Remember that speech, that video we used to break down
Right.
starting with the apostles.
Right.
He was reading through it in case of redacted happens, such and
Yeah.
such redacted. He said, "Oh damn, redacted."
Right.
He kept going.
Yeah. Con.
Classified.
Right.
Good.
Yeah, that's what he said. Classified. Yeah. This Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them, both to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. But the devil is come down to you having great wrath, because he know that you have for a short time. So Esau Edom is going to come with that straight violence, man.
Con.
You know, and it says what? That the devil, he will fight with the Lord and his angels.
Con.
Which of course that's in the heavens, but who else are the Lord's angels? Us.
Yeah.
That's second Andrew to the second chapter, and then we're the Lord's angels. And Esau Edom knows you're going to get power. We talk about it. He knows these scriptures are true. It says the devils believe and tremble. He's preparing himself.
And this is why, and this technology they have, this is not just a movie, and they've proven it. Just like we saw that episode of Black Mirror. So you take them fucking violent ass little murderous ass tracker dogs that was in Metalhead in that episode of Black Mirror, and you combine that with this shit right here. It's a fucking nightmare, man. It's a fucking nightmare. Them things they grab you and crush your bones and break and twist your shit. Man, I'm telling you, man.
Have you seen Squid Games?
Yes.
It's the same.
It's
the violence,
sadistic.
and
The
just
violence.
this is
sadistic.
real. This is Ezekiel 35:5, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. So they have a perpetual hatred. So guess what? He comes up. He can't go to sleep without coming up with some new gadget. Some new
Shoot, when he came up with this one, he busted a nut. And went to sleep.
I got you.
Go ahead, brother.
Go ahead.
This Ezekiel 21:8, and the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy and say, Thus saith Yahweh, say, a sword is sharpened, and also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Shall we then make myrrh? It contendeth the right of my son is every tree. And he that hath given it to be furbished, that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened and it is furbished to give it into the hand of the slayer. So the Lord put this power on Esau Edom to get ready with straight violence, man. He got his black Air Force One side all the way up. He come with straight violence, man.
Hey, can I back you up? Hey, this is the same chapter. This is Ezekiel 21 and 31. And I will pour out my indignation upon thee, and I will blow against thee in the fire of my wrath, and deliver thee into the hand of brutish men and skillful to destroy. Okay? So you dealing with the worst of the heathen. You dealing with because the scripture says by peace shall he destroy many, man. This is that sword, man. And this is the Lord. This is the Lord's killing weapon, man. This is who we dealing with, man. This is who you've been playing with. I like the brother. One of the brothers, man, put up a video and basically showed a baby lamb playing with a I think a tiger or something, man. The baby lamb, or the baby fucking deer.
Oh yeah, I saw that, brother.
Yeah.
No, it was a leopard.
Yeah.
And the stupid ass, the little, it was a gazelle.
Yeah.
It was like a baby gazelle.
Yeah.
It was a gazelle and a leopard, and it went on for almost like 4 minutes.
Mhm.
The little gazelle was jumping around and bucking it and pushing it, you know, and the leopard would just let him push him around, then he would just like push him away. He was playing with him, and then over that course of time, the leopard got hungry. You know,
An appetite.
right, pushing him away, right. And the next thing you know, he just grabbed him and grabbed him by his throat, choked his ass out, and then it just fades to black.
Yeah.
Because you know that his guts is all gone. He ate him the fuck up,
Mhm.
right? And he would, and basically that lamb is representation of people like my father, man, who went out and got double sauced, you know, and you know, right?
He's feeling it right now.
Yeah. And, so did my son-in-law, his father too, you know, and because they were mad at him and my daughter because they wouldn't do it, and they whole, but you know, all his brothers and his sisters, you know, they all did it and they didn't do it. You know,
that's part of that division.
that's part of that
And
division.
that's
man.
also and it's going to also be part of that dark winter. Your family now is. I know brothers in the camp who parents put them out because of it. You know
There it is, man.
You know,
That division, man.
It's
Because it got heated between me and my father. I didn't disrespect him, but I had to put him in his place.
right.
And tell him, you being foolish for believing these damn devils, man. They lied about every goddamn thing for damn near 600 years, and now all of a sudden they're gonna tell you the truth.
They care
Hashtag.
They all of a sudden,
now. They care about that.
they're gonna care. They've been lying to you all the way up to this moment. And it's like, well, you know what we're gonna do today, my fellow white citizens? We're gonna tell the truth about everything.
Right.
Mhm.
No, man.
Mhm.
No, they're in power through their lies and their deception, man. That's how they got what they have. If the truth was told, like there's a video that I stumbled across that which tomorrow, Baba Kishah, I'll get to it, of a story of Joseph, and they got now the Israelites and the Egyptians as white folks. It's Edomites. I got to, that shit pissed me off. But these people ain't never gonna tell the truth until they're forced to. All right? Until they're forced to. And all these things and they're getting so much pushback. I believe that they're just look, the Vanessa Venom, all it is failed.
Yeah.
It's failed. They got pushback worldwide way too much.
Mhm.
So now what's left is Psalm 64:8. I mean
Mhm.
not Psalm, but Revelation 6:4. What you looking at on the screen, man? You got
Yes,
a compromised military, a compromised police force.
Mhm.
You got a false narrative that failed, that didn't work, that had too many holes in it. All right, and you got a rebellious, angry people that are literally ready to as Terrence Pop said the other day in this video, have a two-way rifle range.
Right. It's like they're wolves in sheep's clothing, like I say. And then now with all the sheep, just please take it. Please take it. You know what? Wolf, nigga.
Right.
Nigga, take the shit.
Yeah, right.
I'm done with your bullshit.
There it is.
You know what I'm saying?
That's it, brother.
I got one real
Somebody
quick.
give them that award. Right.
I got one real quick. This is 2nd Ezra 16 and 271. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear Yahweh. So this dude's finna go crazy, man. Because guess what? He knows he's done. He's gonna come down with great wrath because he's out of time. Okay, the Mene Tekel Upharsin. It's already on the wall, man. So listen, so why you Americans think it's still you think? And then they showed you in that it was one movie. I don't remember the name of it, but this black dude was talking to a white woman. He said, "Look, there's no countries no more, man. It's just corporations, motherfucker. You're not in a country no more. There is no real government. Nobody got elected, motherfucker. You are in slavery, nigga." And it's funny because you so-called white people, you Edomites, you look at us crazy when we tell you we're gonna put you in slavery. Nigga, you're already in slavery.
That's right, brother.
Hey, you know what, Baba Kashab, brother? Could you go back to that Ezekiel that you read, Baba Kashab?
Come.
And go to because did you what you read from it? What scripture did you read?
8 to like 15.
Okay, good. Con. I want you to read from 28 to 30, Baba Kashab. Okay. That's a heavy ass scripture chapter, man. About this, it's clearly talking about these times now.
2nd Ezra says, "My people are led as a flock to the slaughter." Man, some of our people are just willingly doing this because they have resistance, but really they're having resistance from the people that believe that this country was founded on Christian ideals, man.
Yeah, or believe in the Constitution.
Right, but that has nothing to do with us.
Right, exactly. That really them diehard constitutionalists, which a lot of these soldiers are 2nd and 3rd generation soldiers, man. And now they're starting to see that it was all a lie. And now I understand. The brother was breaking down the fact. I was talking to the brother Taj in the Colorado Sons of Jacob camp, and he made a point because his mother is you know he was a army brat. You know, his mother's a Zebulon and his father's Benjamin. All right, and but his mother he was a service brat. All right, and basically and what he's saying is that, and what the brother said something that was pretty profound, is that the military really they really don't want soldiers to stay in too long anyway, because the problem is when soldiers they come in and they come in right out of high school, 18, 19 years old, and those that decide to make a career of it, by the time they start getting like 28, 29, 30, they starting to figure shit out that you couldn't have, that you would have, that just would have went over their head when it was 19, 20 years old. Right. And then they start developing consciousness, and that's how shit started getting leaked and shit like that.
Right. Yashwan would just put a video called Division, and basically that his page where he just uploads like videos
through and information.
And information. And it's called Divisions, and you got all these veterans that are throwing their medals and badges and all that, and they're talking about the Iraqi war, the Afghanistan war. They're saying it's a bunch of BS. One of them was saying we were there to liberate the people, but we actually liberated the oil. That's what we were there for. Yeah, and that's exactly what. And then they didn't share the wealth. Then they come home and they got PS post traumatic stress order and all these wounds and fucked up. And in that, especially when they went over there to Iraq, all illegally and shit, because Iraq had absolutely nothing to do with 9/11. Right. Zero, nothing to do. It's been proven, so it's not conspiracy or any of that. All right. It was a lie then, and it's a lie now.
Right. But it's simple to prove it. What are those weapons of mass destruction, man?
They made a whole movie about it.
Still ain't found that
the movie was called The Green Zone. They made a whole movie about it with Matt Damon. There's no, so all the people that went over there, and that's why my cousin is bugged out today, man, because he buried dead bodies for 6 months.
Hey,
They found
Burned half dog eating dead bodies of women still holding their babies and
God
shit.
damn.
And the baby's legs and half their head gone and the woman's breast gone and shit because dogs been eating on them and shit like that.
God.
When they showed you those images, it wasn't until he showed me the images. Because I remember watching the news when they showed you the aerial view of all that highway that got bombed out
Right.
and how the dogs were in the vehicles and the birds. He was up close on that shit, and I saw the pictures, man. And the shit was fucking sickening, man. All right, it was fucking sickening, and that's all he did for 6 fucking months. And he wasn't even his job, but he got put on that detail, you know, and that's all he did for 6 fucking months, man. Was bury dead babies and women and children and shit. So they were over there killing people, all right, and so these soldiers have to live with that shit. And you got a government that just try to sweep that shit under the rug like it didn't fucking happen. And those people that you got a lot of fucking, hey, those are fucking slaves you were killing, motherfucker. You got a lot to pay for.
See, now these soldiers that they're speaking of, this is one of the reasons why they're speaking out now. This is Sirach 25 and verse 3? Verse 2, yeah, 2. Shoot. Which one? Verse 1? I got three sorts of men, my soul. No. Not that one. Hold on, Salakia.
Yeah.
But it's the man of war that suffering poverty. You get these men several men we know that are military men. Yourself, Elder Devashapad, Capos, you got it? Go ahead, brother.
This is Sirach 26 and 28. There be 2 things that grieve my heart, and the third maketh me angry. A man of war that suffereth poverty, and men of understanding that are not set by, and one that returneth from righteousness to sin. The Lord prepares such a one for the sword.
Yeah, so he said you prepare for the sword, man, because you don't go conquer a land, all its resources, then you come back and you still broke as fuck. You still got to meet. The soldiers are actually supposed to share in that wealth.
That's it.
Ooh.
That's the way it was done in the ancient world.
That's
You
it.
mimic everything else in the Bible. Why'd you leave that part out?
That's it. That's it.
a damsel or
Right.
two.
Wait. King David wouldn't even
Right.
drink of that sweet water because he said, "I'm about to. You all wouldn't have hazarded all y'all life with this good sweet water." He would sit there and pour it all out.
they went to share the spoils.
Right. That's
They
right. They
went
got
to
to
war.
300.
And some of them
And
stayed
some
behind.
stayed back. And the men that was at war, that fought, was like, we just keep this ourselves. And they said, no, we was gone. They was protecting the home.
Right.
So even when you go to war, they got the reserve, the
Yeah.
National Reserve, that's
Yeah.
the guard.
They also-
Y'all supposed to be
Because
because
it-
heroin money.
That's
They
right.
need that fucking heroin money. So
They do.
Yeah, you're right. You
Right.
didn't let them. Instead of giving them heroin money, you put their ass on heroin.
right, give straight morphine. Well, this is your portion. Take the morphine. I'll keep it in cash.
Yep. I got one real
Now
quick.
they forced
No, I
him
want
to
you
take
to
the
read that Ezekiel, brother. Bible
Okay.
shot.
Okay. Go back to Ezekiel.
Yeah. Start at 28, read down to 31, because you read 31, right? When you read it,
I read
Ezekiel.
31.
Read from 28 to 31, brother. Bible shot.
From 28 to 21. This is Ezekiel chapter 21 and 28. And thou, son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith Yahweh power concerning the Ammonites and concerning their reproach. Even say thou, the sword is drawn for the slaughter, it is furbished to consume because of the glittering.
So that's where we are, man, because the narrative has failed and there's too much pushback, and they know that these people are on the verge of rebelling. And what I think is just like Yaki said and a couple other brothers have said. Now, I think I was talking to a Rala, you said about what Shikaria said. You're right. And so men of the Lord are through the Spirit, they're telling you, look, these people just getting ready to show their teeth, man. Because they got the narrative is destroyed. There's too much evidence to prove that it's a lie, and yet they're still trying to force it down people's throat. All right, what's what they're trying to do, and the people ain't having it. So and then you got soldiers getting on the YouTube talking about it's time for us to strike and shit like that. You know, you had to do Hammerhand telling the people over in Europe, kill them motherfuckers.
Yep.
It's time that they taking everything for you. It's time to put them down and take it back. So why would you wait for a force? What the dude said, they got guns, we got guns. They got snipers, we got snipers. They got ghillie suits, we got ghillie suits. They said prepare to be uncomfortable, get wet and get grimy and be cold in the mud because it's about to go down. So why would you wait for all these well-trained soldiers who are pissed the fuck off to gather up and so that they can plot and plan? I believe that the government's gonna strike first.
Yeah.
If they're gonna go ahead and just get this shit going, and just like Yak said, pull off the
With
hood,
sheep suit.
the sheep suit, and just come out and be the wolves that they are, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I saw something where Marine Colonel had renounced his
The lieutenant colonel.
Lieutenant Colonel renounced his.
They just locked him up. He's in jail right now too.
He renounced it. Well, now 17 years. He had 3 years before his 20 years.
Yeah,
and he renounced.
He said too. He had over $2 million coming to him. But you know, if he that's calculated for the rest of his life for his service,
Right.
and he gave it all up. And guess what? His superior. There are a lot of old school retired generals and shit that's with that, and men like him. And if you think that these soldiers not going to follow men like him, you're wrong.
Period.
He's a combat veteran.
Exactly.
He's not a pencil pushing office pole
He'd have been out there
typing
with
and
it.
shit, you know, all on the news at the conference, you know, that ain't did shit, but there's being a voice piece. This dude been out there and, you know,
Among his
kicking
troops.
and stabbing, you know, hooking and jabbing. He been out there with him, man. All right. So he did that shit. And so soldiers have a different respect
Yep.
and a different love for men of war that fight with them
That's right.
versus some dude that's telling you charge while he waving fucking back.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Hey,
He's sending orders and telling you to charge.
it's like they remind me of the
You know?
They remind me of the movie Wonder Woman, how she cuts their ass out. You know, the brothers sitting these damn offices while your soldiers out there dying while y'all in here real
There
soldiers,
it is,
a
man.
real leader.
You know, with the
fighting
gay ass leader, because what was that in the dude in
Gladiators.
no, not in Gladiator, the dude in the one about William Braveheart.
Yeah.
When the dude said, you know, he was like, when he told, bring forth the archers, fire, and he's like, he was like, but our men are down there, and he was like, wait, but the enemy's men are down there too.
He's like, we'll hit some of theirs too.
Right,
We'll hit some of theirs too.
we hit some of theirs.
King Longshanks.
Yeah, bitch ass nigga.
That was Longshanks.
Right, yeah, he's like, so he wants the archers to fire into the
Yeah.
battle, and he's like, but our men, and he's like, well, yeah, we hit some of theirs too.
Yeah, because dude was like,
Fuck this man who just saluted you,
yeah,
fought for you,
right.
was loyal to you. Now you just gonna shoot him in the back.
Yeah.
You know what the fuck, man? And hey,
That's who you dealing with.
that's who we're dealing with.
Exactly.
This is Isaiah 10, and I'm gonna start at 7. How be it, he meaneth not so, neither does his heart think so, but is in his heart to destroy and cut off nations, not a few. For he saith, are not my princes altogether kings? And that's what he's saying right now. Because the angels have dual purposes. One of those purposes is to work on the minds of the leaders, man. Okay, and what the Lord is doing to him now, the scriptures talk about how it says he shall recount his worthies. So now these angels are in his ears, like, nigga, you Esau. You remember what you did, man? You remember how you put them down, man? That's why scripture says the pride of your heart has deceived you. So he's like, I am. I did do that shit. He getting hyped up. He like, nah, nigga, I'm finna go back to my sword. Hey, just like dude said in Gladiators, he told Maximus, he said, I brought the sword, nothing more. All right.
Then Cristobal Colon said, I never put my
Yeah.
sword
That's
down.
if I be known for anything. I know.
Mhm.
It said, as iron rusts, so you know they're gonna eventually show. You can't help but show it. That.
Brother, could you finish that?
Come. This is excuse me, Salaki. It's not Calno. It's not Calno. Oh, you were talking about Ezekiel?
Ezekiel, brother.
Let me go back to the Ezekiel then, Salaki. This is Ezekiel 21. And I started. Yeah, this is Ezekiel 21 and 29. Whilst they see vanity unto thee, whilst they divine a lie unto thee, to bring thee upon the neck of them that are slain, of the wicked, whose day is come, when their iniquity shall have an end. Shall I cause it to return in his? Shall I cause it to return in his sheath?
So that's glittering sword is not going back in the sheath, man.
Yeah.
That's right.
All right, it's not, and this sword is getting ready to come fuck Esau up, but Esau gonna do the same thing,
Yeah.
which is why he gonna get fucked up,
Mhm.
because Esau gonna pull out his sword and he ain't putting it up. All right, his sword is gonna get knocked out his hand by Yahushua.
Shit.
All right, he gonna drop his weapon trying to flee from his ass whooping. All right, and that's not gonna work though. But go ahead, brother.
Can I back up real quick? This is Psalm 7 and 16. It's lit. Let me start at 13. He made a pit and digged it, and it's fallen to the ditch which he made. His mischief shall return upon his own head, and his violent dealing shall come down upon his own pate.
There you go, man. So all the shit that you planted, all right, it's getting ready to come back on you, man.
Every robot movie, the robots turn on you.
Yes, that's what you.
Yeah.
Oh, remember that robot? They it was an AI. They just basically turned it on, and it basically calculated everything just like Ultron. And the conclusion was Amalek gotta go.
Yeah. That was a couple years ago. That was some MIT students. The evidence of that video is gone off the internet.
Yeah.
You can't find it nowhere.
Yeah.
You can't even Google it. But yeah, I remember reading it and seeing it and reposting and posting it myself. I even did a video on it. But yeah, but for those of you who've never heard, there was a couple MIT math students. They did a program. It was where they made an AI and they just let it go to learn on its own on the internet. And basically, it started looking at all the social media, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, or whatever the fuck, all those different things. And they gathered all this information and history. Basically, started watching the Hebrew Israelites more than anything else, because what we bring is historical facts.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the information we bring out is historically accurate, and it's clear because this AI and this artificial intelligence that they came up with, exactly like what you want to say. After the research was over, they posted the results, and what it came up with is that the Jews were imposters, that they were Amalekites, and that in order to fix the world's problem, they had to be exterminated. And that's what the AI came up with. The AI did, and then all of a sudden, so that and every evidence of that video and that information was wiped away from the internet.
We got a precept. Ecclesiastes 14, verse 5. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good?
That's right. He put chemtrails, and he got to breathe the same shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? He's taking shit and all kind of, you know what I'm saying? And he we pull off these same said resources. He kills his own people, fucks his own people up, and like you said earlier, brother, Esau, everybody here in America, you a slave unless you want to be ruling elite.
That's Rome all over again, man. Rome, and everybody was, you watch these gladiator movies, you watch these Roman movies, man. It shows you that they had every anybody that they had their ass in slavery, man. Okay, you was a gladiator. You had to fight your way to some kind of freedom, which that was an illusion as well, because you still had the same kind of system. We're in a Roman system all over again, man. This is Rome all over again. It's gonna go out the same way. I was just watching the scene from Gladiator when Spartacus they finally slaughtered the Romans, man. Okay. And man, I cannot wait to that day, man. You Edomites, man. It's scripture says.
Wait, you from Gladiator or
Spartacus? Yes, Spartacus.
Okay.
Salaki. Scripture says, since thou not hated blood, man, blood shall pursue thee, man.
Oh, use the first season, kill them all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That I can watch this shit over and over again. Yeah. I can't wait till that happens.
Yeah.
Oh man, I can't. Yeah. If you've never seen it, yeah, that's another one to go watch.
Hey, because listen, man. Scripture says he shall have judgment without mercy to them that look, man. You a left hand, bro. You were created to be destroyed, man. You are the son of perdition, man. They had a movie called The Road to Perdition. That's exactly what the fuck. Yeah.
And he used to be literally one of my favorite actors until I found out about that pedophile shit. And that kind of made me start fucking with him. But he played the shit out that role, and guess what? He died in the end. He was sad, even though he was the that dude. It turned out it didn't matter. He still got put to, because Esau is that dude. All right, because the scripture said that because Esau does to command the sword like no one else, but the scripture clearly say he that lived by the sword shall die by the sword. All right, so just like in this movie, that's what I'm telling you. When you watch that movie of Monsters of Men, when it's going off, don't stop watching it. You got to watch all the credits. All right, because Benji already gave up the info. The robots always turn.
And that's basically because listen, man, the way the Lord created just on a carnal level, the way the Lord created the body. Your body, if you have a foreign object in your body, something that's detrimental to your organs, your body's gonna fight it off, man. And we're in a time when the earth is fighting against your ass, man. The earth is fighting. The scripture says the earth shall rise. The earth shall rise up against him, man. He shall destroy him that destroys the earth. Okay, everything. And they show you the movie Avatar, man. The movie Avatar, everything just came at your ass, man. The damn animals, man. Fucking bugs start stinging you, man. Then you get attacked. Nigga, Steve Irwin got killed by a stingray, man. When you ever hear a motherfucker get killed by a stingray, man? The motherfucking nicest damn sea creature ever, bro.
Yeah, they have stingray pet zoos for children. You know, this one gets killed by one.
The Lord said,
"What the fuck?" All right,
he kill you with one rough word, but in that same scripture, it also says he could have done it with a cruel beast, man.
Can I read this precept for you?
Absolutely, bro.
This was in Solomon 5:20. His severe, this time about the Lord, bring judgment, right? It says his severe wrath shall he sharpen for a sword, and the world shall fight with him against the unwise. So Lord can unleash everything on you.
The whole system.
Everything on your ass. He saw you through, man.
Yeah, including your own brethren over the other side of the pond.
Oh,
right?
Et tu brutai?
Right.
Et tu brutai? Yeah, nigga.
That's right.
Hey, Brutus was stabbing the fuck out that nigga.
Yeah,
like,
he said, right.
yeah, nigga, fuck you too.
Yeah.
It was running from the bear, reading the lion, and running from the lion, and then putting your hand in the wall, and the snake bites you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump up to verse 17. He shall take to him his jealousy for complete armor and make the creature his weapon for the revenge of his enemies. So everything created is gonna be against your ass, man.
That's it. That's the Isaiah 14.
Man,
the whole earth is going to rejoice at the downfall of you, bro.
If you would, brother, could you finish that scripture?
I got
read
you.
it through?
I got the Ezekiel. This is Ezekiel 21 and
You're at 30 now.
and 30. Shall I cause it to return?
No, you at 29.
Okay. This is Ezekiel 21 and 29. Whilst they see vanity unto thee, whilst they divine a lie unto thee, to bring thee upon the necks of them that are slain, of the wicked whose day is come, when their iniquity shall have an end. Shall I cause it to return into a sheath? I will judge thee in the place where thou wast created, and the land of thy nativity. And I will pour out my indignation upon thee. I will blow up against thee in the fire of my wrath, and deliver thee into the hand of brutish men and skillful to destroy. Thou shalt be for fuel to the fire. Thy blood shall be in the midst of the land. Thou shalt be no more remembered, for I, Yahweh, have spoken it.
So the Lord has spoken it, man. It's a wrap for you, man. You are going to be brutally destroyed, and often by your own devices. All right. Now, if you could, brother, could you play that clip of the one with the first one? Yeah, because it's this society, as these things begin to happen, as society begins to collapse, well, you're starting to see the first victims of it. We've been telling you and warning you we're going to be women. Right? This conversation was had last night of a woman, a very attractive young woman, who's been much too promiscuous, who lives alone. All right, and the brothers was like, "Well, what you gonna do when they come through this door? When they come through this window? See, your window is low to the ground, right off your porch. All right, the store rock through your window and step right in. All right, and bend you over your own kitchen counter. All right, and there's nothing you'll be able to do about it." No, that's a horrible spot, brother. I don't know what made you think about that. You went tactically thinking, brother.
So,
yeah, just let the hit play.
Is a global challenge. It exists in every culture, every society,
Can it get a little louder?
country. Yet not every incident gets the same attention. Stories from the developing world dominate front pages, but crimes against women in the West tend to be buried in small columns. Tonight I want to share a report with you. It reveals the extent of abuse that women face in the United Kingdom. It's an epidemic, global challenge. It exists in every culture, every society, global challenge. It exists in every culture, every society, every country, yet not every incident gets the same attention. Stories from the developing world dominate front pages, but crimes against women in the West tend to be buried in small columns. Tonight, I want to share a report with you. It reveals the extent of abuse that women face in the United Kingdom. It's an epidemic of violence against women in the UK. And this is according to a new report compiled by a body associated with the British Crown.
Now pause it
It
right
has
there for a
released-
second. There's two things she said that caught my attention. She said these stories are buried in small columns. That's going to show you that you women really are insignificant in creation at this point in time, the way the Lord is dealing with the earth right now. All right, and if you take offense to that, then oh well. All right, because it's all about the men of the Lord right now. All right, and the Lord gave a lot of you women, and then of course we're not talking about the women who are following the law, statutes, and commandments and calling on the name of Yahweh Shai. We're not talking about that.
So like obeying your husbands
And obeying your husband.
And not leapfrog over your man.
All right, trying to get around your man and pray to the Lord and all that.
Not do that.
All right,
Do it.
right. We're not talking about those women. We're talking about you other women. And the fact that she's telling this story while these women are being snatched up by police, but they're clearly breaking the laws that their country set forth.
That's it.
So these women are in rebellion against and not being lawful citizens.
True
And then they're talking about this epidemic against feminism. Hey, you want it to be equal rights, so it's okay for scenes like this for the man to be slumped and lumped by the cops. He can't even stand on his own. We gotta hold him up because we didn't whop him over his head so many times, and we dragging him. All right, it's okay for that, but because it's a woman now who's out there tearing up property, being a nuisance, being a menace to society, whatever you want to call her. Now all of a sudden it's a problem.
Femicide epidemic.
Yeah, it's a femicide epidemic. All right, these bitches they ain't right. They're going against the law.
That's right.
All right, and I thought you Edomites were all about law
and order.
And
right?
order.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Hey, equal lefts and rights. Man.
Exactly.
Hey, look,
you got equal rights. Those are the equal lefts. Okay.
Hey, because all y'all are witches anyway. The scripture says, "I suffer not a witch to live."
Right, and rebellion is the sin of witchcraft. All right.
You rebelling against the natural order.
There you go.
Shocking statistics on the growing crimes against women in Britain. The figures are based on a crime survey for England and Wales. In the 12 months to March 2020, there were an estimated 1.6 million cases of domestic abuse.
Now
1.6
pause.
million.
All right. Esau had everybody on lockdown, and then you women with those mouths and all that freedom. See, you were locked in the house with your men a lot. All right, and now he can't get out and go to the pub and have a pint and he's stuck listening to you. He couldn't go anywhere. All right, so you kept running your mouth, so he decided to put something in it.
His fist.
All right, his fist. Okay.
Writing the kiss thing.
All right. So exactly. You were pal Alice writing the kiss. Pow to the moon, bitch. So but hey, all you had to do was shut your mouth. But you couldn't do that. All right.
This sandwich suck his dick. He'll be all right.
All right, and then this chick, and half these rape cases, and see, I actually lost a client. We got into such a heated debate about this because, the Bible says that he did get her for possession, a wife get her for a possession, and she's trying to talk about how there's marital rape. So like a man if raping his wife, look, she belongs to him.
That's right. And
all right, you cannot rape her. If you're raping a woman, then she's not your wife. If she's your wife, you're not raping her. You simply having sex with her. All right.
Right.
So a lot of these. So what I'm trying to say is that there's 53,000 cases. A lot of these are reports of men who had sex with their own wives. All right. I come in the house and I decide I'm just gonna grab you, and pull your robe off. And take you and drag you to the bedroom and put it on you, then that's just what it is. Then why you wrap your legs around me and squeezing my ass if I'm raping you then?
Right.
Fuck out of here.
This is 1 Corinthians. They like it like that.
Huh.
It's fantasy. 1 Corinthians 7 and 3. Let the husband render unto the wife due benevolence, and likewise also the wife unto the husband. The wife hath not power over her own body, but the husband.
There it is.
And likewise also the husband hath not power over his own body, but the wife.
Which means if your wife decides I want some penis, you're supposed to give it to her, man.
That's right.
Not a problem.
All right. Simple as that.
Sideways, upside down.
All that.
Reverse
Where
cowgirl.
you got to step on her head, bro.
Dog. Wheel
All right.
barrel.
Hey, but that's like motherfucker telling you, the Knight Rider car. Remember the Knight Rider? You know what I said? Like, I don't want to drive right now, Michael. Like, no, the police pull you over and say, why are you driving the car? He obviously doesn't want to be driven. Now you stole your car. Let me arrest me up. You'll lock me up for stealing my own car, nigga. Like, that's my fucking car, nigga. Like,
I dare you research yourself in your vehicle.
it didn't start the engine, nigga. What is wrong with you?
Wow.
During the same period, an estimated 153,000 cases of rape and sexual offense were reported, and in 84% of all the cases, the victim was a woman. These figures are corroborated by.
So what she's saying, this is fucked up. All right? But what she's saying is 16% of the rest are men. Toot that ass up. Gore.
Gore, I'm hard.
That's gonna be part of that dark window.
So hey, look. So you men ain't safe either, man. She said 84% of the victims were women. That means 16% of men was getting popped
And that's only
against their will.
That's right, and that's only reported. That's right. Because most men don't.
A lot of right. So that's what's reported. So there's a lot, and so men are out there getting raped, and they don't want to tell nobody about it. Man, I can't tell nobody this shit happened to me. What the fuck?
Can't
Right,
sit down for a week.
right. Damn, man.
Hey, but that's in Isaiah the 13th chapter. How they're gonna be ravished.
And we told you these men gonna be getting popped too, because a lot of these soldiers is fruity, man. Or they gonna any hoe would do for them. They gonna pop you and your woman.
Like,
Motherfucker gonna tie you up and say who's going first.
I seen a video. I don't know if y'all seen it about the Jake who was walking down the street who knocked out another Jake.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And he grabbed him by the
Walked
back
him in
of
the
his
alley.
pants and walked him in the alley.
Carried like a suitcase.
And then another story. My kid's mother, her uncle, he came from prison, and I remember he said, "Man, don't ask me what happened in prison. What happened in prison stays in prison." He got mad one day, and he was drunk. He said, "Man, I need some pussy, some ass, some dick. I need something." A lot of these niggas is fucking. They with that weird shit, man. On the low, this is what they want.
What's the dude name? The Booty Warrior.
I like you and I want you.
Right.
Gang banging and sodomy goes hand in hand. That's back in the book of Judges. The sons
Sons
of
of
Belial.
Belial,
Yeah.
This is Isaiah the 13th chapter and the 16th verse.
Perfect.
Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished.
Ravished. That means rape, man.
And well, that's in the NLT.
These soldiers are gonna kick in those doors, all right? And in some cases, the citizens are gonna do it. Look, in Colorado, man, they got South Nevada Boulevard is full of nothing but homeless Edomites, and you got packs of homeless Edomites, 15 to 20 at a time, to just camp out in front of the gas stations or in front of the 7-Elevens and shit like that, harassing the people with money. And they don't really fuck with Jake. They're fucking with Edomites. And the Edomites pull up in them damn expensive ass vehicles and them expensive ass SUVs and shit like that, them big ass trucks. They're harassing them. Well, guess what? What's going to happen eventually is that those people are going to stop asking and begging for change, and they're going to start taking shit, man. And then you're going to have packs of marauders coming through doors and windows. All right? Then they're going to clash because the soldiers going to be kicking in the front door and the other motherfuckers going to be kicking in the back door. And they're going to meet in the middle. And you're going to be caught in the fucking middle. Right.
Man, they gonna have that shit surrounded, man. They're gonna be fucking your ass up, man.
Shit is about to get real. Read what you got, brother, and then go to the next video about Kashad. That with the lack of services and the lack of food, with all them got the thousands of damn of ships that are stacked 4 and 5 stories high with merchandise that's not coming in, you know, and the store shelves getting emptier and emptier. This shit is by design, which proves what we're saying. They get ready to pull the thing off and just reveal that they're the devils, man. All right, they getting ready to Revelation 12 and 12 your ass, man. All right, you hold something same bench.
Con, this is Matthew 24 and 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. We're going to be rough out here, man. Y'all, everybody's going to be little orphan Annie, man. It's going to be a hard knock life for you, for real, man.
Yep, you're going to be getting kicks instead of kisses. All right.
That reminded me of that movie Fright Night, man, when they finally caught the vampire and shit. First he was playing like he was a cool ass dude and shit. You know, when they finally exposed it, he just show his teeth. Fucking niggas just get to trying to kill everybody, man. And that's what's about to happen with Esau, man. He just finna show that he's the beast, man. This motherfucker's a monster. He's gonna unleash everything on you motherfuckers, man.
Gravitas, co-presented by Skoda. Kushak, choose what really matters.
The fuel crunch in England is being complemented by an energy crisis across Europe. Natural gas inventories are depleting, prices are skyrocketing, markets are nervous, and winter is coming. I know it sounds dramatic, but a lot depends on the weather, really. A harsh winter means a full-blown crisis, one that could deprive millions of their daily needs and slip several European economies into recession. We might even see them fight each other over natural gas.
Stop right there.
It is in a lot.
These realm against realm, city against city. Somebody get that 2 Ezra 6 and 24.
I got one.
And then, you know, whatever else. Go ahead.
Okay, I got Matthews 24 and 20. But pray ye that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day, for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time.
Yeah, because if fall on the Sabbath day, the Lord gonna turn up the wrath, man.
No.
Turn it up.
No,
what was that stupid ass song them niggas was turn up?
Well,
Turn it up. Yeah, you gonna get turned up, all right. You'll get tore up. That's gonna be the new song. Toe up.
Okay.
Your ass is toe up.
Verse 21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, nor ever shall be. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved.
Right. If you think about Esau, you're talking about war on all fronts. You talking about him, all that shit he got in the CDC, fuck it, let it ride. All that shit he got in his arsenals. Right. The elder was talking about those fucking mechanical dogs. They got damn robotic bees.
With the and all those mechanical dogs, what did they all have? They had the RFID tracking technology in them. It was like a bouncing Betty for you brothers who don't know what a bouncing Betty is. Ooh. I know Pops know. I know too. You know what a bouncing? Well, you brothers that play Call of Duty now know what a bouncing Betty is. Right. So you know, it basically you had this bouncing Betty thing that flew up out of the dog and just shot out hundreds of RFID trackers. They hit you like gunshot pellets. Mm-hmm. All right, and they would penetrate your skin, and you trying to run, and the thing would track you down and shoot you or stab you to death. All right, and the little thing fast as hell. You got this little mechanical dog chasing your ass. All right, and they get close enough, they pull out a 9 and blast you. All right, and if you destroy the 9, they go find a sharp thing and attach it to his hand, track you down, and stab you to death. Then if you get away from that, you got this fucking 6 foot tall metal thing ripping your arms and limbs and shit off, doing autopsies on you. The motherfucker took a body and I don't want to tell you too much, man. The one that was trying to self-learn, because there was one that went rogue. All right, give you that much. One of them had an accident, and no, one of them has an accident and goes rogue, and he's trying to learn. You know, you gotta see it, man. Go ahead. Okay. That ain't giving away the movie in any way whatsoever. I promise you. Just know that.
It's good ahead movie though. It's very entertaining.
Verse 22. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. but for the elect's sake, those days shall be short.
There you go, man, for the elect's sake.
That means it's gonna be bad for everybody.
Yeah, no, the elect's sake. This Edom
Yeah, he
was
didn't say
controlling
that.
thing.
He said for the elect's sake, they shall be shortened.
That's right.
He didn't say the elect wasn't going to go through it.
Right. Yeah. And but like the Elder Apostle Kabar say, as the saying goes, it gets darkest before dawn.
That's
You
right.
know, and dawn is when our Lord and Savior is coming, right? And so it's going to get darkest, all right before that. All right, I got that second address if you want it, Elder.
Bible shop.
Second
6 and 24. But if you got 13, you go ahead.
Which one you want first?
I went to 6 and 24 first, Bible
Okay.
shop.
This is second address 6 and 24.
Based upon what she said about how these realms are going to fight over the resources, because the resources are going to become even more scarce. All right, you got 3 men, all right, that are starving to death, you know, and you set down an apple and a bottle of water in a container in front of the 3 of them, all right.
2 gotta die.
Right, so you're gonna have a 3-way battle royal right there.
Smile on the face. Let's be so about it.
Right.
That's it. This
It
is
says that which is people have no worth. It's also about that. Man.
God.
They call it natural selection and shit.
Then another herd.
Right. When the one that's weak might be the one that's the smartest, and he has the ideas. The Lord bless him in another way.
Yes,
All right. Right. And now you done killed this motherfucker. And now y'all right. Now you fucked. But go ahead.
There be you want it greater than they, you know.
Yeah.
That's the most high, you know. That's the most powerful. But anyway, second address 6 and 24. It says, "At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies."
And then what the dude said, they got rifles, we got rifles. They got snipers, we got snipers. All right. And then Terrence Pop said, you know, I fear, you know how he talks, if you ever watch this video, I fear that there will be a 2-way rifle range. Who ever been to a rifle range? All right. So you've been to a rifle range. Now imagine you aiming down range.
There's somebody down there shooting back.
And the target down there is aiming back at you. That's what the fuck he meant by that.
Shit got real quick.
Like they had played the service woman saying that like, you don't do what I say, and when I do that, and then you had the other guy come who was a retired. He was like, "There's a lot of us out here, you know, that's retired. That's about basically the Constitution and all that stuff. So if you think you're gonna get your gun, you know, we got ours."
He
too.
said we outnumbered. We said we outnumbered. He said basically he said there's.
I ain't seen it. He answered her, huh?
Yeah, he answered her.
Somebody send it to me.
Man, he said basically he said there's over 1 million veterans that are and he said half of those are combat ready. He said we outnumber you 6 to 1. He said and now if you want to come over here and you think you're gonna point your guns at American citizens, he said you're gonna find us standing between you and them. He said, do you really want that kind of problem?
Yep.
He said class dismissed. So it's gonna be
you
division.
little manly bitch, and you gonna get bent over and reminded you a woman.
Yeah, and you're gonna like it.
How the video was going around man with the biggest artillery in the country, something. It just Edomite dude. He got all this weapons. Oh, you know what I'm talking about?
I know
he
you
got all
talking
the war weapons. They don't use no more.
Yeah.
He got them all, and they all active. So he got cannons. He got everything.
He got ammunition from
World War II. He got all this shit. He got tanks.
And you know what?
He got tanks, Elder. This nigga it's all active, so they really ready. He's so really
And he
ready.
wants put people on those devices that know how to use them.
I said another
Like
one.
a vice thing. It was a vice.
I seen another one on YouTube. It was an old Edomite, old war veteran, and he had minigun. He had 4 miniguns, electric miniguns on his Jeep, and he said, "Oh, I got ammo right here. I got ammo right here." Then he went to the truck. I got ammo right here, and everything stays loaded because you never know when you need to use it.
Yep. And besides that, you gotta think about it. See, you're doing too much, man. That goes to show you that it's Rome all over again. Rome was spread too fucking thin. Okay, and guess what? Why are you having this civil war of yours that you're starting? What do you think the other nations are gonna do? They're gonna sit back and watch? No, they're gonna invade this motherfucker. They're gonna arm citizens. Okay, they're gonna start taking over territories. You gonna have Russia come in. You tired of these motherfuckers? Here go some guns. Here go some walkie-talkies. Hit us up. Let us know what's going on. Logistics, motherfucker.
They're about to be victims of their own devices.
Yeah. That's why the scripture says in the book of Ezekiel, it talks about that pot of scum. It says stir it well, man. Hey, the Lord's stirring this shit up, man. And see, the thing is, what you're trying to do is a controlled demolition. You think you're gonna control you're playing with a fucking bomb. You're gonna blow yourself up, dude.
It ain't going to explode on itself like 9/11.
What's that story to on FS about those Russian agents already here?
Yeah.
Planning here. So a lot, so maybe some of those military they already planning.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I just watched a video where it said how the Russians were fighting the CIA in London when they were trying to arrest Julian Assange. That there was literally like a movie, some 007 shit going on. Russian special agents fighting fucking 007 and fucking and the American CIA over Julian
What
Assange.
about the one Russian dude you met? What's it do?
Oh yeah, the dude that trained with us a couple years back. He said that he was here on assignment, you know, and that he was here and he was a Russian soldier, and that he was just waiting to get activated. All right, his name was Eric. His name was Eric because he actually matter of fact he got his blue belt. He went and competed a couple and won. He was Eric, yeah. Because I remember when he first came, I sparred with him a few times, and he was like, "Yeah, I've done it a few times. I'm a white belt." And I sparred with him a few times, and and I'm talking to my professor. I'm like, "This motherfucker that done this. He ain't no fucking white belt. He was too good." You know what I mean? I was balling his ass up, but I can tell that a dude on the street, he'd have fucked him up.
Right.
You know? I was like, this dude had done this shit before. Then it came out, you know?
You would love the show too, man. It's called Burn Notice. It went through a complete series. It had a good finale and everything. But it shows the world of espionage. Like those sleeper cells, all that shit is real. That shit is really happening. It's Chinese motherfuckers over here that's trained and ready, waiting to be woken up. Russian motherfuckers, they ready.
Y'all remember when the so-called Chinese,
well, those Treadwater movies,
those Chinese people.
It's called Burn Notice. Check it out. It's on Amazon too. Burn Notice.
You remember when the Chinese threatened us? They said that they got cells all over here, and they said we don't come.
And they can't wait until we come over here.
Right.
Rape you bitches while you dying, while we watch you. I remember that. Yeah.
And then proceeded to give me.
They ain't did it yet, you bitches.
Yeah, right.
Fucking waiting on you, motherfucker. Shit. What are you waiting for?
Right. we was out at camp.
Right, promise. What the fuck y'all waiting for? I kick this shit off.
We was out of the camp, and I was actually talking to Bar Raw on the side about that, and it was like, Bar Raw Mariana, and I was telling him, I said, man, I walked through the airport. I remember a couple of years back, I walked through the airport, and there was like 3 guys, and you know how you get that feel, you know this motherfucker is on something, and you can
sense the blood.
Exactly. You can see it. It's like, and I'm looking, I'm like, okay, this is the, and it clicked in my head. Who was like, this is the thinker, and these are the 2 motherfuckers that that do the bus up part of it and shit. It was like, and you could see it was like, but they tried to be so low key, but the testosterone was just like right there. It was like, I mean, I'll fuck some shit up if he just say so. And I was like,
yeah. This place ready. Oh, Yaki left. I got that second Edges 13 while Yaki gone real quick. This is second Edges 13, and it's gonna go right with you, Malcolm. Second Edges 13:31. And one shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another.
Yeah, I'm talking about your neighborhoods. I'm talking about your buildings. You talking about these high rises. You get these big ass high rises. You know that these niggas in this inner city, these nigglets in these motherfucking high rises. You talking about trapped and can't get out nowhere? Man, there's gonna be so much debauchery. You're gonna have, man. The Lord.
As a matter of fact, it's so funny how Esau think he done built himself up on them fancy ass $2 million, $3 million condos on the other side of the river, you know, downtown in a long Wacker Drive. them people in those buildings are gonna be praying on each other. Plus, people from outside gonna be praying on. It's just gonna be it's gonna be like the spider trying to catch the fly, and the damn centipede trying to catch the spider.
Hey,
It's gonna be insane, man.
the elevators don't work. Got to use the stairs. These motherfuckers will lose their motherfucking mind.
It's like the project. I mean, it's like,
Exactly.
Turn to the project.
They gonna turn to
All
the
these
project.
high-rise buildings gonna turn to the project.
Right.
Exactly.
And then these bitches gonna
That's a good point.
Your bitch is gonna meet Diego.
Yeah.
That's spirit.
You know,
Go ahead.
not so like,
No, go ahead.
yeah, cause like right now, a lot of projects I ain't tool with each other. Like the Wentworth Gardens, I ain't tool with the Dearborns. Like these niggas will go all the way to the Dearborns and shoot at niggas from the Dearborns, drive all the way back for whatever beef.
You said Argyle?
No, Argyle. That's a whole other deal. The Dearborns. The Dearborns is on
31st.
On State, right?
Yeah, 31st State.
On 31st. But they come all the way to 39th to Wentworth Gardens. They into with them niggas over there. So, but them projects,
It's probably almost some bust down bitches. And
it's all over some pussy.
Good pussy.
Yeah. You know, but
some used ass been ran through pussy on top of that.
Yeah,
but the projects literally, like these projects are literally like they family. You know, a lot of these people that live in these buildings are family. They're little cities, right? So you think you got a high-rise building with 30 fucking stories? These people been living.
Well, they showed you how they talk together in the what was the movie in the Purge movie. When they showed the first Purge, you know, when they came at the Ephraimites and the Judites on Staten Island, how the builders clicked together to fight
because they've been around it. They lived around them. They said hi to them. These people gonna click up, all right, and God knows what who got what. These Edomites with this money, what they got in their houses. Right, because that's who really like all this ammunition.
They locked them up, bro. They got all kinds of shit. They got AR-15s. They got
these Edomites are ready too, man. Then you got some of them that's too stupid to get ready because they don't think any of this is gonna happen.
Exactly.
And they're gonna be the worst victim. You know, the ones who got fucking walk-in refrigerator wine cellars in their house and shit. You know,
right.
They go all the way to the ceiling.
They just been delicious. They ain't been worried about nothing. Blue street.
Yeah.
What a chihuahua.
Because they assume
Right.
what?
Right, exactly. I saw a comment. They don't believe this place going down. I saw a comment today. It said, all that you're seeing is happening. It's just the great reset. America's going to finally get businesses back instead of having outsourcing everything.
Yeah, it's going to be a reset, all right.
Like, what are you talking about? This shit ain't going to go back. They're not trying to build factories and pay extra for labor. No, this shit is over.
They're right. They're putting robots in the place of people, man. Right. From factories to fast food.
They plan is to go underground. The scripture says that flee ye, turn back, dwell deep ye, and inhabitants of the damned. Right. The cities are built underground railroads. The motherfuckers can hop on.
They show you that in so many movies.
Yeah, they plan.
People go underground. Well, let them finish that.
Can I say this real quick? They plan on fucking going underground and letting the rest of you American citizens burn on the surface. This is the Georgia Guidestone.
But they showed you that in so many movies. Yeah. But go ahead.
Yeah, and one should undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another. You ever wonder why Mortal Kombat is called Mortal Kombat? That's why, because everybody's going to be against each other right now, man. It's a Mortal Kombat. The little extra fantasy shit they put on there, that's just to throw you off, man. That's talking about your different nations, your different races, your different classes.
That's different. 13.
Yeah, second Esdras 13, 31.
31.
Second Esdras 13, 31. And the time shall be when these things shall come to pass, and the signs shall happen, which I showed thee before, and then shall my son be declared whom thou sawest as a man ascending. So we're in that time. It's talking about the end times, man.
Right.
All right. So this great free fall is going to happen, and our Lord Yahweh Shah is going to come in the midst of all of this, right? I'm reading one more verse.
It's going to be a battle royal going on.
Yeah, Royal Rumble. Undertaker, Kane, the Rock, Stone Cold, everybody in there, man.
Mickey Mouse.
Right. And when all the people hear his voice, that's why I want to bring this up, because what she said, and all the people hear his voice, every man shall in their own land leave the battle they have one against another. And she said they're going to be fighting over these resources. Yeah. So when that battle of Jehoshaphat is getting built up, these people are going to leave the fights they already have, and once these skirmishes they have one against another in their own lands. going to be Turkey versus Syria, America versus the world, Russia versus whoever. It's going to be a free fall happening in these different lands. And it's going to turn to go into the Baptist host back, man.
You
We
said
in
a
those
royal,
times.
royal damn rumble. Right?
That's right.
That's it.
So it's going to be wars in these lands, and ultimately it's going to end with the Great War, World War III, and the Baptist host back, man. In the so-called Middle East, the Lord is turning. The Lord's pouring the spirit of division out. He pouring the spirit of division out, man.
That's it.
All right, just death and violence is coming to this place, man.
That's it.
No, that's perfect. Matter of fact, so bring out what you had, Lahab, and then somebody grabbed that Habakkuk. That was the first. We never even read. That was the first scripture.
This is that Habakkuk. I got it.
Kind.
This is Isaiah chapter 19, verse 2. It says, "And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom."
So wait till this stock market crash. They might be coming up this month. They planning on. All right, wait till they hopefully they don't reset that debt clock debt limit.
Well, the Republicans are coming hard against the Democrats and not allowing them to do it this time.
And hopefully and because
They're really like no. The Republicans are voting no. They're not allowing it to happen because and I think they're going to let it to happen just to make Biden look that much worse than he already does.
Right, because they were 42 years back in 2019 when it was a Republican in office.
Yeah, but the Republicans are coming against it wholeheartedly. So
beautiful.
And it's time for that reset. And like you said, it's time for them to just show their teeth.
Because then you're gonna see versus the green tree versus the dry tree, desperado. All right, when everybody's desperate for some food, when you desperate for some food, you desperate for some goddamn your life back, you desperate for a semblance of reality, and you don't got shit. That's when these motherfucking people gonna start either getting their shit together, which is not. It's not gonna happen. They're gonna kill each other. They're gonna lose their fucking mind. For those last few people coming in, they're gonna get. You're gonna see that this is the truth. You people out here seeing all this shit happening right in front of your face. So-called Negro, Latino, Native American Indians, you better wake the fuck up, man.
They don't consider. They so damn stupid. They so lost. Look, I was talking to this nigga last night, regular nigga, and he was talking about the best. Say, "No, I ain't get it." He said, "I don't trust it." You know what the nigga said right after that? But I'm gonna get it soon, though. Fuck him.
I've heard that.
Bro, the niggas out his own mouth. I didn't cohort it. I didn't let him know nothing. I wasn't even speaking like the scriptures to him. He just said, "I don't trust it. But I'm gonna get it soon, though. I'm just waiting to see."
Boys get their second shot.
Fuck him.
It's a wrap.
They toast. These niggas, they don't look at, they look at only increase. They like Esau. They don't see this place falling. So they say the same thing, bad a dip. Now, of course, bad a dip, especially XRP. But look, they don't consider, that eventually shit is going to crash. And we're in that time. They don't consider, you look at geopolitics, you look at the state of the US dollar, or look at the people actually watching this shit, man. They telling you this shit is over with.
Yeah.
The guy, I was watching, I wish I could remember the fucking name. I seen it, I think it was yesterday too. He said this last year, that October, it was either early this year, last year, he said October this year, it was last year. It was, the article came out in September 2020, I remember because I posted it. All right. And he said last year, he said October this year, basically the shit was gonna crash. He said before Apple's gonna crash. That dark winter, the same thing we're talking about. And that's Ecclesiastes 12. You know, the people that watch the money, the housekeepers, the managers of the house are your economists. All right, because that word economy, you know, it goes to the watch of the house. All right, it said they should tremble in Ecclesiastes 12. They look and they see it, they tell you the dollar's toast.
All major economists have actually been ringing that bell, that alarm, for like the last 6-7 years.
10 years.
America's broke.
The article that said this country's been done for 10 years, it's been a borrowed time.
Exactly.
And that's what it says in these
And what they don't understand, that borrowed time was simply the rest of the elect being sealed. So now, when the apostle said he believed that the elect is sealed, I did too. That's why everything is speeding up so.
Yeah.
That's why everything's happening so fast. The elect is sealed, man.
Yeah.
So everything's just gonna play out.
Rabbi Jakes know the Israelites. Everybody know it. Now you may be like I forget the man's name in Acts 18. He only had the doctrine to John, and then they came and expounded Apollos the water. They expounded further. So there's a lot of men that's woke up and sealed. They only got so much information. All it takes is they went to the Lord. They get the rest of it. 2 minutes. Oh shit! Then it take right after that. So he convinced them mightily that Yahweh Shah was the Messiah used in the Old Testament, man. After just that one brief little thing, man. They already in there. They already learned. They already sealed. We at the end of this thing, man. If you can't fucking get it, you're gone. Kanye West talking about we the Israelites, Nick Dumb Cat talking. Everybody fucking talking about it, man. You can't see it. You ain't meant to get it. You gotta be put to fucking death, man.
That's right.
You ran into random niggas and they ain't fucking know we Israelites, whether they bugged out or not. Like the situation I was telling you about around.
His latest album is off the fucking chain, man. Kanye's and in the whole album, he's sighing and crying and begging for forgiveness and basically saying we the children of the Lord. A lot of them songs in there. I was listening to it last night. It's like, damn, I didn't even know he made these songs.
Me and Bunya ran into a guy today, man. I was taking Bunya to take care of some business. I seen him. I stopped, man. The man had a Friends t-shirt on. I said, I looked out the window. I said, what's up, bro? He said, Shalom. And I got out. He said, Shalom. He didn't say Shalom. He said, Shalom. I got out and I saluted him. And he saluted me back. I ain't asked who he was with, what he knew, nothing. I just, hey,
the apostle said it. He said, eventually we're going to be known as the men of the Lord, man.
Yeah.
It happened.
Yeah.
It happened at the liquor store today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Random Jakes, just out the blue. They stayed in their car. They waited for us to leave the liquor store, and they both shouted out the window. He said, hey, God bless y'all, brothers, man. God bless y'all, man. Now, I'm not saying they know who we are, but that was all through the spirit, man. You know, we're at the end. We're in the famine of the word.
Yeah.
Okay, we can't even say certain things on the internet no more. Brothers got to hop on different platforms now. This shit is over with, man.
Hey, it was
done.
To show you that this truth is getting out there. Forgot the news reporter, but she was finna say Maxine.
She did say it.
She said
Maxine. She said these vaccines.
Going into the code of
but who speak like that?
Yeah,
we do.
And because I reposted the video and said somebody been watching the Men of the Lord.
Right. And then another news article I just posted. I actually put it in the orders room. They saying that these conspiracy theorists about the whole little the MOTB being connected to the blockchain. Right. All of this information is coming out. Hey, you wouldn't be surprised. You wake up one day, you go to the line one day, you got 200 people at the line. Yeah. Right, you have 200, 300, 400 people at the line.
No, brother, that's a low number. Actually,
Right.
say what?
Thousands
added in one, 5,000 added in one day. Now imagine what we at now. This is on a higher level.
Yeah. Because
this shit over with.
Because the Lord is so raw, man. The Lord is putting everything strategically together, man. It's being shown who the men of the Lord is, who's just out here for personal gain. You can see this. These other camps, they're not diligent. They're not pushing this word.
They're out here to merchandise and get wives,
right?
And be and give and teach matriarch-friendly doctrines.
Right.
That's what they're out here to do, to teach matriarch-friendly doctrines.
They are for
to merchandise, right? And get in line with a 501c3 charter, so that they can and make money. They got to teach that woman-friendly doctrine so they can keep getting them, because nobody spends or gives money like women.
That's Timothy. He said, right? Subvert whole houses, leading away silly women, laden with their iniquity.
There it is, man. So if somebody get there, we're gonna get ready to wrap it up. That Habakkuk.
Habakkuk 2:1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. The Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak, and it shall not lie.
Not lie.
Though it tarry, wait for it.
Man, we've been tarrying and sighing and crying. The Lord is showing us now.
But it will surely come. It will not tarry. And this is beautiful, man. The Most High is showing us that every vision, every prophecy that comes to pass in the face through the news in different countries and different cities just boosts our faith even more and makes us go even harder for the Most High. and gives where this is the final sprint. It's the what's it? It's the final countdown.
Yeah, it is, man.
All right. Did you want me to keep reading or?
No, that's good. Actually, let's go ahead and read that Jeremiah that the brother put up.
Jeremiah 28:8. The prophets that have been before me, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesy both against the many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence.
And that's exactly what we are, man. We're doing exactly that. And those things are the things that are among us. Go ahead and read 26 2 about Michelle.
Isaiah 26:5. For he bringeth down them that dwell on high, the lofty city. He layeth it low. He layeth it low, even to the ground.
Yep. So America's gonna become like Detroit, man. It's coming pretty quickly. Man.
He bringeth it even to the dust.
All right. And Detroit was, once, one of the most successful, profitable cities that in the history of America, man. And look at it now.
That's right.
Look at it now. All right.
And that Isaiah 13 is coming. All right, where the Most High is about to just totally uproot everything every foundation of this society is about to go in upheaval, man. All right.
Kind we can't wait in this because we've been waiting a long time, man. All right.
Yep, that last kingdom that it talks about basically in that Zephaniah 3:8 when it says the Most High's determination is to gather the kingdoms. Right here, America, this is the last kingdom within those kingdoms that he's gathering together to pour upon his indignation. And you have, just like they was just reading Jeremiah 28:8, you have the prophets that's out to tell you of the downfall of this last kingdom before the new heaven and the new earth, which is the kingdom of heaven, which is the inheritance of Yahushua and the Israelites, man, to rule for eternity. Right? This is happening right now.
I was gonna say hardcore in your face, like the dude Timothy said. Or that folly video of that big swole ass bodybuilder who's walking around like this, knocking everybody junk food out their hands. Right. That's the prophets. We all in your face. Right. Look that Lord is coming down. Right. Look that shit down. Right.
Hey, one, do not this abominable thing that I hate.
That's it.
Go ahead, bring it out, Capo. That's the last thing. Bro.
I was just gonna say, hey, shalom to the brothers in Australia. Shalom, man. Y'all already know it's shit cracking, man. But I was just gonna reference Jeremiah 28. He was cutting Hananiah, that false prophet, because he was speaking peace in 2 years, man. So anybody that's not talking about the hell that's to come, they're not the true men of the Lord.
There it is.
Anybody preaching the prosperity gospel, they're not warning the flock. They're leading you straight to the slaughter, man.
Perfect.
Kind. Yeah. An extra shout out, shalom to you brothers in Australia.
Stay strong.
They're in the heart of the storm right there. So shalom.
Shalom. Can I read one that comes up? It's 2 Corinthians 5:11, 10. We must all appear before the judgment seat of Hamashiach, that everyone may receive the things done in his body according to that he hath done.
That's one of my favorite scriptures.
Whether they be good or bad. Knowing therefore the terror of the Lord, we persuade men. But we are made manifest to the Most High, and that trust also are manifest in their conscience. So the terror of the Lord is how we persuade you. We let you know the Lord is coming to fuck shit up. And understanding that the Lord is coming to bring destruction, what manner of person are you to be in all holy conversation, All right, so that's why we operate like this. We move like Noah with fear, building this ark, man. We know the Lord bringing destruction, so we operate in fear, so we don't get that destruction, so we can get the salvation. So while y'all starve, we can be eating. That's right. What did they say? You getting skinny, we getting chunky, man. We trying to be straight, man.
So we're judging ourselves now according to thus saith the Lord, so we don't be condemned with
the word. That's right, man. Look, it said we're gonna have abundance and be married. To get that, we gotta suffer that. That's it. We gotta go through it. We're gonna go through the hell. Hey, guess what? We're gonna be shalom. I pray for you, man. Hell, man. We're gonna go through those moments, man. With the fucking. We got tears in both eyes with a half snout on our fucking face. We understand why we're doing this shit. Snapping out this shit, man. We understand we're doing this holy work, man. Right? Salvation, man.
They that sow in tears shall reap in joy.
That's
right. And joy shall come in the morning. That's right. And we already got it, man. You got this truth.
That's right.
The truth shall what? Set you free, man.
Yeah.
That's the reason why he said, "My servant shall eat." He said, "I'm gonna save you in 7 troubles, man."
Don't evil
Don't
shall
touch
touch
you.
you.
Yeah.
No evil. And evil means bad time.
Man, the Lord is about to get you about to see power. He said, greater things than these shall ye do."
Right.
He
He
said,
said
you
you
about to
should
get
get
it.
fame and praise all the lands you've been scattered. Everybody gonna know we've been the Lord. They're gonna be like, damn, why are they
Matter
so
of fact,
straight?
now that you said it, we got to get it. Get that 2nd Ezra 16:73, and then Isaiah 54:17.
Remember, when Egypt got destroyed, while they're getting there, when Egypt got destroyed, don't forget about Goshen, man. Goshen was straight. Egypt was dark, Goshen was straight. Egypt got hit with fire out the sky, plagues, but Goshen was straight, man.
That's it.
And Goshen, if if anybody that's new, is where we dwelt, the Israelites, right? We was over there straight, man.
That's right.
When the firstborn died in Egypt, whoever had that blood on
Blood
that
comes,
clothes was straight, man. We got that blood. That blood is Yahweh Shai, man.
Right.
He went on that cross and died for us, so we don't have no sin on us, man. The Lord is fair. You're not going to punish the sinners. If the Lord said, whoever's born of him have no sin, that means when that judgment comes, we ain't got no sin to be punished for.
That's right, because on the earth right now, we glorify him.
That's
and
right.
glorifying him is basically to emulate him and walk the walk and not only talk the talk.
That's
you know? But yeah, you y'all got the scriptures there.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 73. It says, call all
You don't want to serve the Lord, man. Man, you get the death that's promised to your bitch ass, man.
That's right.
The Lord put mercy on the table, nigga. He ain't asking us to do some outrageous shit, man. We fucked up. He ain't got to do nothing with us. He could have went, he could have went, got the stones, said, here, fuck y'all niggas, y'all going off. Here go the stones. I got a new nation for myself.
Right. Yeah.
All right, but instead he said, nah, I love y'all. Y'all my sons, my firstborn, my fervent lovers. If you don't want to serve the Lord, man, you get everything that's coming your fucking way, man. So lock it on enough, brothers.
That's all right. That's the spirit, bro. We don't deserve shit, man.
Go ahead and read it, Copper.
This is the ministry of reconciliation.
That's right.
This is 2nd Ezra 16 and 70. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities.
73, brother.
Also, 2nd Ezra 16 and 73. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire.
Right, it's gonna be known, man. All right. Now Isaiah 54:17.
It's Isaiah chapter 54.
And them churches love to sing this scripture and song. They clearly don't even know what it's talking about, really. But go ahead.
It's Isaiah 54 and 17. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn.
So, you people who just spoken against the men of the Lord, who's backbitten against the men of the Lord, who said women, and especially you women, all right? And you false prophets, man, who said things against the men of the Lord. It's coming.
That's right.
This is the
big payback.
That dark winter.
This is the heritage of the servants of Yahweh, and their righteousness is of me.
There it is, man. So it's that our righteousness is of him, and nothing you can do about it, man. So with that, we're gonna give all praises, all honor, and glory unto you.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash.
Wa abba ba.
Abba,
Turn those